Yo guys, how's it going? It's Ed bringing you all things Leeds and welcome to the match report for Leeds United's game last Wednesday night that saw the Whites return to the top of the Championship table with a 2-1 win over Swansea City at Elland Road. Now Marcelo Bielsa, our manager, named just one change from the starting 11 that we saw in the previous game against Middlesbrough. Pablo Hernandez started on the right wing, replacing 18-year-old Jack Clarke, who is of course out with illness. And to say that Pablo Hernandez made the difference, I would be lying. Every single player in that team stepped up to the mark against a very poor Swansea City on the night, but we do know that the quality that Swansea City have in that team despite their league position. But from the first minute to the last, Leeds United win full control of the game for me. Yes, Swansea City were okay in the first 10 minutes or so, but they didn't really create anything. I only remember one good chance for them in the first half, midway through the first half, where they missed from close range. They also had a few free kicks and some decent positions, but we were brilliant defensively. Pontus Jansson, Lee Cooper and Calvin Phillips, the three of them were just excellent throughout this entire game, and we looked dangerous going forward. Now let's get on to the first goal. So Pontus Jansson puts us 1-0 up after just 20 minutes. Stemmed from a corner that was delivered in. It was cleared out only as far as Alioski on the edge of the box. His shot was deflected, fell right into the path of Pontus Jansson, who on the turn with his weaker left foot slotted it into that bottom left-hand corner. It was a really good finish, especially from a defender. It was an even better celebration, and it was a very happy birthday for Pontus Jansson. We double our lead 15 minutes later. The second goal, Alioski, this time with a cross. Jack Harrison met it with his head, glancing it past the keeper and into the back of the net, catching their keeper out. It was a decent header, to be fair, and we're 2-0 up, we're cruising. We almost made it 3-0 shortly after. Patrick Bamford missed a really good opportunity from not too far out with his head, went into the arms of the goalkeeper. But it's 2-0 to Leeds United at half-time. It could have easily been 3 or 4-0 to Leeds United. There's no changes at half-time for Marcelo Bielsa. We continue to dominate in the second half, getting the ball into some really good places in the box, but we just weren't clinical enough, and that's it up for a nervy last 10 minutes or so. We've been quite sloppy with the ball all of a sudden, and Luke Ayling, who had a fairly decent game on this night, to be fair, on the 87th minute he came in with a really clumsy and unnecessary challenge really on one of their Swansea players. Player was going nowhere, but Luke Ayling brings him down in the box. The referee awards a penalty, and the referee, I thought, was decent throughout this entire night, but a penalty awarded to Swansea. Up steps Oliver McBurney to slot it past Kiko Casilla, and it's 2-1. And it's just really disappointed to concede because we really were dominant in this game. And with more clinical finishing, this game could have been dead and buried very early in this game. 4 minutes of added time, ref played a lot longer. I think that was down to Casilla's time wasting, but he played so much longer, it was ridiculous. But referee overall, I thought, had a decent game, it has to be said. Kept his cards in his pocket, was very lenient, and yeah, just let the game flow really, which I quite like. But 4 minutes of added time, ref played longer, but the defence saw it out brilliantly. It was really nervy, but the defence saw it out, and I had no doubt in my mind. The defence were brilliant all night, and I knew that they would see it out. 2-1 the final score. Yes, it could have and probably should have been a lot more of a convincing scoreline for Leeds United, but at the end of the day, we've got the win, we've picked up the 3 points, and that is all that matters. And that win sees us return to the top of the Championship table and clear by 1 point after Norwich City's 3-1 loss away at Preston North End. And then after Sheffield United's 1-0 win at home against Middlesbrough, we are still just 3 points clear of third place Sheffield United. But listen, it's close to season at the top, and it's going to go right down to the wire. But if Leeds United keep on winning games like this, we will remain in the push for the automatic promotion places. I have no doubt in my mind about that. For my man of the match for this Swansea City game, it's really, really hard. It's between Pontus Jansson and Calvin Phillips for me. Both of them were just excellent. But for his goal, for his unbelievable leadership towards the end of the game, and then because it's his birthday, I have to award it to Pontus Jansson. Now, we go on a much-needed 10 days rest. Thank God, I think the players are shattered. So a much-needed 10 days rest here. But we're going to that home game against Bolton Wanderers on the 23rd. On the back of a really good 2-1 victory against Swansea. And hopefully now we can put a decent run together, because we've got 2 very winnable games coming up against Bolton and Queen's Park Rangers. But don't forget, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share the video as well, and let me know all your thoughts on this Swansea City victory in the comments down below. And while you're down there, check the description box, follow all things Leeds across our social media pages. If you're brand new to the YouTube channel, subscribe by clicking here. Hope you all have a good one. Look out for something very special tomorrow on the channel, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.